He's now up to 31 stops this season after his last game. It's the Eagles and the Cowboys, and it's coming up next on EA Sports.
Welcome in, everyone, to this presentation of the National Football League on EA Sports. The regular season ends here. Thanks for having us in. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson. Long road to get here, but now we are here. The season finale. Playoffs begin next Saturday. So it's time for one last regular season kickoff.
In Week 18, it could just be so tricky, can't it, Mike? I mean, on one side, you got teams that have the playoffs wrapped up. So Week 18, it's a chance potentially to rest some starters or maybe get them out of the game early and get geared up for next week and the start of the playoffs. You got some teams that are fighting for their lives. They need to win Week 18 or else their season's going to end. And then on the complete opposite side, you got guys making plans for the offseason, figuring out where they're going on vacation. Week 18 is a tricky thing around the league. A lot of division games, a lot of interesting matchups. We're just wrapping up stage one of what is an unbelievable NFL season.
So the Philadelphia offense set to take over for the first time. And leading them out, their quarterback, it's Jalen Hurts.
Well, I don't think that stat line last week had him up for any sort of awards. If I had to guess, he'd much rather have a modest game in a win as opposed to throwing for a bunch of touchdowns in a loss. The biggest thing that he did, Mike, he took care of the ball. So as long as he continues to do that, we're going to have a chance to keep on winning.
It's a gain of 21 to open this drive.
Well, it's hard to imagine starting a game much better than that. Great play design. You can tell all week they love that play to start the game, and, man, you can see why.
And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. They'll come up now for second down and 4. They'll stay on the ground with Barkley. A big run. They finally get to him and bring him down.
Well, how about that for a statement on your opening drive, Mike? I mean, we knew coming in that they wanted to get this run game going, and boy, did they.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. It's first and goal now from just inside the 10-yard line. Here's Barkley. And he'll lose yardage here. The defense standing strong in the red zone. They drop him back at the 10. From a little further back, here's second and goal. He pulls it in around the 5. And room to operate as he takes it down to the 2. They'll use 3 tight ends in the formation for third and goal. Now a handoff, the tight end in the running game. What a move! He's in. Touchdown, Eagles. It's his second touchdown of the year. Exactly the way they scripted this one. A beautiful opening drive, Greg. Able to find the end zone on the game's first possession.
And, Mike, the word that comes to mind looking at that drive is execution, and that's exactly what they talked about all week long. They wanted to come out early in this game and establish an early rhythm, and that's exactly what they did with that touchdown drive.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. This taken at the 5. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. So that Cowboy offense takes the field, ready to go to work for the first time. They are led out by their quarterback, Dak Prescott.
A lot of things jump off the tape when you watch last week, Mike, but it was really just the overall execution of the game plan that stuck out the most. I mean, not only did he get them in the end zone a handful of times, he protected the ball, and he routinely exploited the weaknesses that they found during the week on film. He's going to be looking to do the same thing over these next 4 quarters. If he's successful, they're going to have a shot to leave here with another win.
And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. Set to go now on first and 10. Now Now here's the longtime star in the league, Zeke Elliott. Trying to find somewhere to move forward, but nothing going. Tackled for the loss of the yard. Now a second down throw for Prescott. This pass right side taken in by Cooks. There's a third down and 4. From the shotgun, it's Dak. The pressure gets home. He's lost the football. That'll be picked up by the Eagles. And he is going to bring this one back. It is a fumble recovery for a defensive touchdown. Oh, man, what a start for this team. 2 drives, 2 scores, and it's both their scores. First one by the offense, and Greg, now the defense gets one on the board.
Yeah, and this is just a dream scenario, Mike. I mean, you talk so often, guys, we got to start the game and capture some momentum. We have to go out and impose our will on our opponent. In this case, both sides of the ball have clearly come to play. We get a special teams touchdown, Mike, and we can go for the trifecta.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. This is fielded inside the 5. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. Dak going to throw it here on first down. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. Work to do now as they come up on second and long. Operating from the gun, here's Dak. That's complete to Elliott. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. They need 8 as they come up for third down. Prescott now. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down. The Cowboys get their special teams out on the field. Here comes Smith on the return. And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. Jalen Hurts and the Philadelphia offense set to take over once more. And he comes into this final week of the NFL season as the leader in touchdown passes. Hurts going to keep it on the option. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4.
Nice job by the defense. They had that one well read from the beginning, Mike. Someone's responsible for the running back, but the key here was the defender responsible for the quarterback. Stays with him and keeps him to a short gain.
Here's a third down and 4. Man in motion is Smith. Third and short, and Hurts will throw. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him. So on 4th down, they'll call on Braden Mann to punt. This kick hangs up, and the fair catch will be taken beyond the 35-yard line. Here's Dak Prescott, and the Cowboy offense set to go again. He comes into this final weekend as the NFL's leader in passing yards as he looks to finish the season strong. Prescott on first down. Down the right sideline. And he'll be out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35-yard line. On the ground for the first time. This is Khalil Herbert. And no place to go. He's hit and taken down behind the line.
Well, as been the case this entire first half, it's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big...
Nowhere to get away, and he's going to go down. So they'll talk over what to do on this third down play as we have hit the end of the first quarter. It's the Eagles with the early advantage. And we're back in Philly in a moment. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. A shotgun snap for Prescott. He'll drop this for Elliott. And he'll get a good chunk of that yardage back, but he's still well short of the first down. On 4th down, here's Brandon Aubrey for the Cowboy field goal try. That one is good. And the Cowboys get their first points of the game.
Personal foul.
They trail 14-3. So the mistake there, the roughing call on the field goal, they'll take the 3 points off the board, keep possession of the ball, and have it first down. Now, Prescott. In trouble, and down he goes.
Sometimes you just have to know when the play is over and live to play another down. He has pressure coming right at him, and instead of just throwing the ball away, he tries to escape, he tries to get creative, and he ends up losing a lot more yards.
This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack. What can they do here? This is 3rd and forever. Here's Dak to throw. A short throw, caught by Ferguson. And he'll gain some yardage here, but that is not nearly enough for the first down. It's going to bring up 4th down. Aubrey's kick is good. And the Cowboys get their first points of the game. They trail 14-3.
And when you find yourself down double digits, you don't want to make habit of settling for these field goals. It does allow them to chip away a little bit and cut into this deficit, but they've got to find a way to score touchdowns.
He fields it at the 8. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Oh, very good field position to start as the return is past the 40. Saquon Barkley and this Eagle offense set to take over again. And you can see he leads the league in rushing coming into this final week. We'll see how involved they want him to be here in this regular season finale. Hurts going to hold on to this one. Whoa! And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Now we'll get a pause here, an injured player, and it's A.J. Brown who was hurt on that last play. From out of the gun, they give it to Barkley. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. Once again, it's Barkley. And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's 3rd down.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Hurts working in the pistol. This one is complete along the sideline. A very nice job to fit that ball in. It'll be a modest gain. They'll run. It's Barkley. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down. They run out of the gun with Barkley. And good hard running will get him down close to a first down. Might be a yard short. 3rd and a yard. So Goddard, the tight end, comes in motion. They'll try to run here with Barkley. And it looks like he's got enough for the first down. Let's wait for the mark. Yes, that that run, that's enough to move the chains. They'll run the toss to Barkley. And he'll get about 5. Now, following the run, one of the offensive linemen leading the way is a bit shaken up. On second down, Hurts. That's caught by Smith on the right side. And this drive's going to continue. He's taken down, but they are set up with first and goal.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
Second and goal. Now it's from the 6-yard line. It is brought in the end zone. Anais Smith. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Tight spaces down there. Things happen quick. Greg, a quick decision and great execution for the score.
You're exactly right, Mike. Down here this close to the goal line, everybody's clock has to speed up. Not only the quarterback processing to get the ball out of his hand, but you have to win as a receiver quickly and give the quarterback somewhere to go with the ball. It was that quickness at the line of scrimmage that led to that touchdown.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. The dangerous Mecole Hardman on the return. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. The Cowboys offense ready to take over once again. They'll try to get this a bit more respectable before the break. It has not, and he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long. On second down, it's Dak. This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack. Dak facing third and long. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's fourth down. Here's Ryan Wright now, as he'll take this a yard or two into his own end zone. Back deep for the Eagles, the dangerous Devontae Smith. And it's a good return here, able to take it across the 50 and set up the offense with a short field. The Eagles offense and Jalen Hurts getting set for their next possession. And he has done everything you could ask of him coming into this one. Spread it around, hasn't taken many chances, and potentially on his way to a big game throwing the football. That keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down. We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. To throw is Hurts. He's got his man. It's Smith. And he will get into the end zone. Devontae Smith. Touchdown, Eagles. A terrific play all the way around, finished off by the receiver, who not only made the grab, but Greg turned it up and takes it into the end zone.
And that's the tricky part, Mike, that transition from receiver to runner. And in this case, he does it flawlessly. Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then get upfield and get yourself in the end zone.
Elliott on now for the PAT. His kick is good. And the Eagles stretch it out, leading now by the score of 28-3. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Cowboys offense going to take over here in the last minute of this first half. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. Prescott. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long. Cooks going in motion. 2nd down. Prescott. Cooks able to pull that one in. Now he's free to midfield. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. Halftime here on this final weekend of the NFL regular season. As we'll head down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Michael, we'll get back to you and Greg in just a little bit. For now, plenty of early action in the 1 o'clock Eastern window to get you caught up on. So let's get to it. We'll start out with an AFC East matchup between Buffalo and the New York Jets. And it's the Jets who are out in front in that one. Aaron Rodgers with 2 touchdown passes. From there, we head down to the Sunshine State to check on the Jaguars at home in Jacksonville. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting LA Rams. Trevor Lawrence with a couple of touchdown passes there. Finally, let's get right to the center of the U.S. map and check in on the Chiefs at home in Kansas City. As you can see, the score there in the 2nd quarter. Patrick Mahomes has thrown a touchdown pass. We just watched a 5 first half out of the mobile quarterback. That's Jalen Hurts. He came on after a slow start to fire 2 second-quarter touchdown passes and give his guys the lead at the intermission. This was an extremely one-sided first half. One team showed up ready to go. The other's been in a daze thus far, but there's still plenty of time left for this one to tighten up significantly. Both these teams running through their final adjustments. It's time for the second half. And for the call, let's get it back out to Mike Tirico and Greg Olsen.
All right, Coach. Thank you very much. We welcome you back. It is quarter number 3. Hardman now to return it. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. So now here are the Cowboys. Their offense ready to make their way back onto the field. And look, they've been out of sorts throughout, Greg. They haven't had any answer for this pass rush all game.
Yeah, and it's really showing up in the sacks and also just in their ability to prevent any yards, any completions. This has just been a dominant pass defense performance here, and everything starts with the rush. The quarterback's uncomfortable. The clock gets sped up. He's got guys in his face. It's a lot easier to play defensive back and in some of these coverage units when you know that ball's got to come out fast. And right now, they're teeing off and taking advantage of it. Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good game.
That's complete to the rookie from Texas A&M. And they'll get this one down to the 35-yard line. They'll come up here 1st and 10. Here's Prescott. This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack. On 2nd down, Herbert. Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with 3rd down.
The best offensive play callers in the NFL, Mike, do a great job tying in their under-center run game, like we just saw here, with their under-center play action game, and the ability to make those two things look alike. Man, it put...
And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
Sometimes in the NFL, you have to be careful what you ask for. This offensive line, they were very clear to us this week. They wanted to take on this group. They loved the ability to be challenged. Well, they might have poked the bear a little bit too much because they've now surrendered a whopping 10 sacks in a single game. And I don't think there's been any signs of this pass rush slowing down. And you talk about having confidence in your kicker, Mike. I mean, to send him out there to kick from midfield, and what does he do? He repays you with that confidence with a 60-yard field goal. I mean, that was something else.
And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense and running back Saquon Barkley heading back on the field. And you have to imagine the defense is saying, how do we stop this guy? He has run roughshod through him to this point in the third quarter. On the ground, it's Barkley to start the drive. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up second down.
And he just continues to chew off more and more yardage with every single carry. And you can see here with the numbers, Mike, for as strong as he was in the first half, it almost looks like he's gotten even stronger now here in the second.
That's caught. Saquon Barkley. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
We're starting to see this so often, Mike. The days of just having a running back who you're just going to turn around and hand it to, yes, that's still a critical part of NFL offensive football, but their ability to be used in the passing game, just one more thing for the defense to have to defend, make them go sideline to sideline, line of scrimmage to the end zone, defend every blade of grass, and a really good running back goes a long way in doing that.
2nd and 7. On the handoff, this is Barkley. And he'll twist his way to a good run. A pickup of 7 yards.
And this is just more of the same, picking up exactly where he left off in the first half. And these numbers, Mike, as you see them, they just pop out at you. I mean, he has been the driving force of this offense from the very start.
And they'll throw here with Hurts. Open man, right side. He's got it. And he's out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, out inside the 20. It's a gain of 28 as they convert on 3rd down.
And if he's late with that throw, Mike, there's a really good chance a defender could have made a play on it. But he does a beautiful job. He puts the ball out in front of his shoulder, leads the receiver, and allows him to get upfield and pick up the first down.
Quick throw on the RPO to Goddard. And he will score. Dallas Goedert. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
We all make such a big deal, Mike, when we see a quarterback go through his progression and deliver a deep downfield strike for a touchdown. But sometimes just take what's easy, the easy pitch and catch, get an underneath completion. That's exactly what the quarterback does here. Takes what the defense gives them, and when you have a playmaker like that on the outside, they can do the rest with their feet after the catch, and the end result is still a touchdown.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. Hardman now to return it. Now an opening past the 30. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line. The Cowboys offense headed back to take over once more. They're in need of points in a big way as they set out on 1st and 10. Drive start here on the ground, and it's Herbert. And that'll be a pickup of 3. They face 2nd down and 7. From the shotgun, it's Dak. The open man is Tolbert. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. but the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play. Really just the same approach that an offense would take on a quarterback sneak, Mike. You don't necessarily have to spring them for a huge gain. Can you buy just enough space up front to pick up 1 yard? That's exactly what they did. Pick up the first down.
And he'll take this up to the 48-yard line. Nolan Smith makes the tackle. Second down and 8. Operating from the gun, here's Dak. This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack. 3rd and long. Now Prescott. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down. Cowboys special teams unit heads out for the punt. That is fielded at the 13. That could have broken for a bigger return, but as it is, nice job getting his offense a start out past the 30-yard line. A first down throw for Hurts. Looking right side, he's got a receiver. It's Smith. His 50th reception on the season, and he's got a first down to go with it. So, 3 quarters now in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Barkley. And he's fighting to try to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not do it. This is going to be a loss of a yard. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. They'll run straight ahead with Barkley. And he's going to be swallowed up again. Back-to-back runs, back-to-back losses. Now it's 3rd down.
How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back? But not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and he brings them down for a loss. Anytime the running back is forced to chop his feet in the background and never get to top speed, you know that play's not going anywhere. And that's exactly what the defense was able to force here by getting penetration. Great job there, stopping this play before he had a chance to even get started.
A fair catch taken, and they're going to start right at their own 20-yard line. The Cowboys offense ready to take over as we check out the playoff race in the NFC. And this is where we stand. Final weekend of the regular season is upon us. We'll know the brackets and the seedings for the postseason end of the night. And he's taken down, but not until he gets to the 32-yard line.
You know, it's really been a one-sided game, but how often do we see in the 4th quarter the team that finds themselves down by a lot, they start to come alive? I think it's a combination of trying to end the game on a positive note, but also sometimes that defense getting a little lackadaisical.
Dak going to throw it here on 1st down. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. What a way to start this drive. A second big play. This one for 22. Prescott on 1st down. That is knocked away. Incomplete. Good coverage there defensively. All over him. And it'll be 2nd down. Here's a designed run. Only a couple on that one. It'll set up 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Prescott. He's got his man. Right side. It's complete. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. They'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Herbert. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up 2nd down. Now it's a bootleg with Prescott. Oh, they're on him in a flash, and he's lost the football. It's picked up by one of his teammates.
These are the opportunities that just kill defensive coordinators. You got the ball loose. You did everything you want. But now you got to recover it. You need better pursuit to the ball, more bodies around the ball.
And they are into the end zone for the first time today. Jalen Tolbert, touchdown Cowboys. Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Cowboys are able to edge a bit closer. Down 3 scores, and it's late. They're going to need a few bounces to go their way. They'll start right here trying to get an onside kick.
You have no choice. You find yourself down big here late in the 4th quarter, Mike. You got nothing to lose. Give it a shot. Nice job here by the hands team recovering. They're going to take over possession.
Here's Barkley. And he's going to be stopped in his tracks. He'll lose a couple of yards on that one.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
And he'll get this down inside the 40-yard line. A gain of 7 yards. Backfield empties. 5 receivers in the formation for 3rd down and 5. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him. Even with the lead, they're trying to press the tempo. That's taken in, and he's going to have the Eagles 1st down on what will be a big play there on 4th and long.
Anytime you're facing a zone defense, you're working from your first progression all the way through. But when guys are open in this level, Mike, they don't stay open very long. So what they taught us as receivers, if you're open, stay open. And if you're not open, you better get open quick because that ball is coming out.
I'll run up the middle with Barkley. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. Something you do not want to see here in the final week of the season, as he will get himself checked out. He'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. He's going to keep it himself. And he's into the end zone. Jalen Hurts. Touchdown, Eagles. On is Elliott to add the extra point. The kick is good. And the Eagles will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. This will be returned from the 6. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The visitors' offense back onto the field for their next possession. Things not looking good. But see if they get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with 1st down. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down. Dak to throw. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. 2 incompletions to start the drive, and it leads to 3rd down and 10. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
Mike, it is not very often where I am at a loss for words. You know that by working with me. But let's just set the stage. They just allowed a modern NFL record 13 sacks in one game. I mean, to say this is absurd would be a dramatic understatement, and I hate to say it, but performances like this, people lose their jobs over.
This returnable from inside his own 40. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The Eagles offense ready for this next possession. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. They'll start on the ground with Barkley. And he'll get back maybe to the line of scrimmage, but probably going to be a loss of a yard here. 2nd and 11. They'll stay on the ground with Barkley. And he proves tough to bring down. Good running across midfield. A gain of 8 that time. 3rd and short, and Hurts will throw. They'll try to go up tempo here as they hustle to the line. That's to the sideline and intercepted. Picked off by Damone Clark. Set to go now on 1st and 10.
At their own 32-yard line.
Prescott now. He'll go left side here and complete this one. On 1st and 10, Prescott. That'll be incomplete. And now we are down to likely just one more play. On 2nd down, it's Dak. Now he'll air one out. He's got it! And it's going to be some points here at the finish line. This is a touchdown. They've fought till the end, but still will come up short. The kick is good, but there are penalty flags down. They might have made contact with the kicker too late.
Kicker. Defense.